As the farmer agitation intensifies, experts and activists view the agriculture legislation as leading to privatization of the sector, and some say it is reverting to the pre-1965 days. Namaskar India and welcome to In Samachar. I am Anshi Srivastav and today we will discuss should MSP be mandated like MRP. Avik Shah, the organizing secretary of All India Kisan Sangharsh Coordination Committee, said the enormity of the issue is that it threatens the food security of 135 crore Indians and the income security of 70% of the population connected with agriculture. They demanded that the government rescind the laws and minimum support price, also known as MSP, be legislated as a guarantee. MSP should be mandated like minimum retail price, also known as MRP, across the country so that farmers have a recourse in case of non-compliance. So the demand is to make MSP into a law like MRP. Farmers say that if MSP and mandis go the diesel and petrol way, it will wreak havoc with retail prices and also lead to creation of monopolies. They allege that diesel and petrol cost and electricity charges by the BJP-led NDA government has directly increased the cost of living. The free market charade of bringing food grains under its purview is dangerous. The government is creating laws to create monopoly control and waging a war on food security. Noted agriculture economist and former Union Minister Yogendra K. Alag said the legislation is good, but we need to move towards its objective. That is possible, but COVID concerns, very legitimate, are a problem. If the bill had been discussed, some of its concerns may have gotten some solution. Center for Research in Rural and Industrial Development said that the new law will destroy APMCs and mandis and instead create private mandis by paying more for a couple of years. The fact is that whenever government does not stand guarantee to buy, crop prices crash, as seen in maize, cotton and basmati, where prices are lower than last year or below MSP. Following this legislation, all crops will go through the way where farmers don't get paid for years. This is reverting to the pre-1965 days when farmers never used to get much remuneration for their crops. The government's contention to keep MSP is a great bluff to divide the farmers. There is no act to enforce MSP and it is only a policy by the government without any obligation. The farmers are fighting for survival. It seems like the government is acting under the pressure of WTO and corporate sectors in India. This is the privatization of procurement. Motilal Oswal Institutional Equities said that the new agriculture bill will further shrink revenues of state government, especially the mandi tax. Punjab and Haryana levy 6% and 4% taxes on their APMCs. These taxes are paid by the center to the state APMC. This year, if the paddy procurement takes place outside the physical jurisdictions of APMCs, the center can save this expenditure. Rice exporters are not eligible for reimbursement of market fee and other taxes paid to the APMCs. Hence, this bill benefits rice exporters as they save market taxes in states like Punjab and Haryana. In Uttar Pradesh, many paddy procurement centers are outside of APMCs, and we will have to find out if the UP government would treat this as purchase in trade areas and whether it would be exempted from payment of 2% market fees. Chhattisgarh and Orissa are decentralized procurement states in which the market fee is 2%. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are also decentralized procurement states which have a market fee of only 1%. Now, the challenge is to maximize growth impulse in agriculture and strengthen it as much as possible so that the declaration in the economy is compensated for the largest extent. Markets and price support are a focus of the policy support. MSPs have been announced and market access is highlighted. This is important for Northwest. In the rest of India, procurement prices are largely irrelevant. India has the largest system of agriculture markets in the world. Most agriculture trades takes place outside APMCs. The facilities are abysmal. In this period, we can do much to strengthen both the first stage agro-processing infrastructure, supply chain and functioning of markets. That's all for today. For more such news updates, log on to www.insamachar.com. This is Anshi Srivastava signing off. Namaskar.